Another week has rolled by and it's time again to make that decision. What to say? What am I going to talk about? And today we're here to answer that question, what to say at a BNI meeting. You've got a 30-second or a 60-second presentation that you get to do to engage, to inspire, to call your members to your aid. And what to say every week, 52 weeks, times however many years you've been in BNI. And for me, that's 16. That's a lot of weekly presentations. So what are we going to say? In this video, we are going to cover the importance of your weekly presentation, that 60-second commercial that you have to make an impact. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the delivery, and this could be online or in person. And lastly, I'm going to share with you a format for your weekly presentation. Now, I've got other videos out there on different formats. There's the Member Success Program. Your region may or may not have advanced trainings on weekly presentations. So this is not the only format for weekly presentations. However, it's one of my favorite, and it's pulled from Incentives Ignite Your Business. And I'm really excited to share with you today the Did You Know format of a weekly presentation. Now, before we get to that, I want to talk a little bit about the importance of that 60-second speech that you have. And some regions you get 60 seconds, some 45, some 30. I'm from BNI WCF, West Central Florida, and I have always only done a 30-second weekly presentation. So it's been really focused in what I'm doing. And so if you've got a little bit more time, you get to add in a little bit more detail. However, if you're watching this like, she keeps saying 60 seconds, I only have 30 seconds, I get you. I think that the 30 seconds does get you to be super focused, and you can create some really amazing results as well. Now, to me, the weekly presentation is my opportunity once a week to get in front of the members and remind them who I am and what I do. Because depending on how many members you have, there's a lot going on in people's world outside of the chapter, yet alone inside of the chapter. So we want to stay top of mind. Our weekly presentation gives us the opportunity to increase and maintain our visibility and hopefully credibility. Now, if you aren't prepared and you tell people that in your weekly presentation, then that's going to not do well for your visibility and credibility. So it gives people an opportunity to see you. And each week, you get the opportunity to say, here's whom I'm looking for. Here's the ideal referral. Here's the ideal referral source. Here's the opportunity that you could help me with this week. So you've got 52 chances in your membership to ask for the help that you're looking for. And you're going to want to be specific to be terrific, but I'll come back to that later. When it comes to delivering your weekly presentation, I think you really want to be sure that you're delivering it with power and passion. If you don't look excited about your business, why do you expect us to be? And so whether you're in person, which I get is a little bit easier than online, you want to bring the energy up. I was talking to Dr. Meisner on one of the podcasts, and we were saying, in who you are as a person regularly is like here. When you're delivering your weekly presentation, it's like here. If we're on Zoom, it's kind of like here. You got to take it up a notch. And so as you're doing your weekly presentation, if you're still online, remember, many people are seeing you in this little 3-inch box, so you're going to want to bring the energy up. You're going to want to be nice and loud. Let us hear you. Have some energy. Use a smile. And I think that works in person as well as, on the computer. We want to have people engaging, wanting to be around us. Now, a great template for your weekly presentation, your 60-second commercial or speech, is the Did You Know? And this is a very unique presentation because it's missing one thing that every other format has. Let's see if you can spot it, because we have a sample Did You Know format weekly presentation here for your viewing pleasure. Did you know that referred clients are 2.5 times more likely to refer you than clients that you get any other way? Well, it's true. I love working with entrepreneurs that want that steady flow of referrals into their business so that they can go spend more time on those hobbies that they love, like golfing and boating and fishing, and even if it's just pedicures and manicures. I would love an email introduction to the local chamber of commerce, the membership director, the executive director, the president, whoever may be, to help their members get more referrals, as well as more referrals into the chamber. I'm Tiffanie Kellog with Incentive, where we help create that amazing business and spectacular life. Did you see what was missing from the weekly presentation? If you said their name in the beginning, you are right. If you didn't say anything, that's okay because I just gave you the answer. This is the only weekly presentation format that does not start with your name. And I see plenty of BNI members who will say, hey, I'm Tiffanie Kellog. I help people make money, save time, and have fun. Did you know? But it takes away from the impact. And to me, you want to start with, did you know? First thing right out of the gate. And this is going to be where you share an interesting fact or statistic. Did you know? And people will respond to this one of two ways. They'll either say, oh, I knew that, I'm smart, and people like thinking they're smart. Or they'll be like, ooh, I didn't know that. That is very interesting. It's a way to grab people's attention. Did you know that the average promotional pin changes hands 7 times before it gets thrown in the trash? Ah, we're paying attention now. Did you know that the average school fundraiser only gives 15 to 25% of the money back to the school? You're bringing people in. Now, if you're like, I don't know if I have any interesting facts or statistics within my industry, I promise you there are somewhere to find. Check out Google. Now, you do want to make sure that it's a reputable source. You don't want to just quote anything, and you don't want to just make it up, because the last thing you want to do is kill your credibility by being a liar. And I know a lot of facts and statistics are made up like right on the spot, but that's not going to be you. So we're going to start off with, did you know? And then the next component of this template is, well, it's true. Period, done, you don't have to say anything else. So did you know, interesting fact or statistic? Well, it's true, period. And then you want to share, I can help. And this is where you tell us about a client that you can help, a type of person, a business. Give us an overview of whom you can help, because that will help us get in mind, okay, what can be done. So if I take the fact of, did you know that the average school fundraiser only gives 15 to 25% back to the business? Well, it's true. I can help elementary schools keep 50, 60, 75, up to 95% of the money people spend on the fundraisers at the school. So I'm backing up the fact. I want to keep it in line with that. We want it to kind of be peanut butter and jelly. They go together, not apples and oranges. They're totally different. Then we're going to say whom you are looking for and how. So I call this your call to action and your ask. So the call to action is how you would like the introduction. Do you want permission to call? Do you want a face-to-face introduction? Do you want an email introduction, a text introduction? Sometimes I hear people ask for a warm introduction and I'm like, it's Florida, it's always warm. So I'm not exactly sure what that means. So be really specific with how you'd like to be referred. And then the ask is whom you would like to be referred to. And this is where it goes back to be specific to be terrific. Because whereas I could say that I am looking for, any school, I could be a little bit more specific by asking for elementary schools. I could say elementary schools in Pasco County. I could say I'm looking for the PTA president at Denham Oaks. And I could go so far as name the PTA president at Denham Oaks and say, this is whom I'm looking for. Now, for some of you out there that are like, ooh, Tiffanie, it's a little too focused for me. That might be a bit much. You could say, I'm looking to work with elementary schools like Susie Q, the PTA president of Denham Oaks. And so you get the kind of general and the very specific in there as well. And if you need some help coming up with that specific referral request, I do encourage you to pop on over to my website and enroll in the MORE Referrals, 5 steps for referral success. We actually talk a lot more about this conversation just in step 1 on defining that ideal client. It's a free online 5-week program. The link's in the description if you need some help with the specific referral request. As we begin to wrap this up, the very last component, super easy, name, company name, memory hook. The goal is a simplistic yet powerful way to pull together and ask the people in your chapter for referrals. And the hope is that they can then take that fact or statistic and go to the person that you're asking for, utilizing that to generate the referral on your behalf. Let's check out another example of a Did You Know weekly presentation.
Did you know that tenants can still be evicted despite the CARES Act moratorium on evictions. It's true. And I've evicted tenants in less than 30 days. A personal introduction or maybe a lunch invitation to have lunch with Bill Turtolo, a property manager in St. Pete, would be very much appreciated. I can help his landlord clients evict troublesome tenants. My name is Shawn Yesner, owner and founder of Yesner Law.
Now you have a couple examples as well as the format and what to insert to do these did you know for your weekly presentation, your 60-second commercial or speech or presentation within your BNI chapter. Now, as a bonus, you ever wonder what should I post on my business for social media? This interesting fact or statistic, this did you know, is perfect for a social media post. So pop it on up there, get multiple uses out of that one fact. Find those. Now, I will share, I don't recommend doing the did you know every single week for 52 weeks, but maybe once a month, throw that in, shake it up, and get some amazing referral results. And be sure to put in your comments how it went when you did the Did You Know weekly presentation and what it created for you. Because you like what you saw in this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel to get constant updates, as well as like and comment below. We'd love to hear what you have to say and look forward to seeing you soon.